This hand shook Chuck Norris's hand. That's why we kick so much ass.
Same hand that you shook Sexy Eddie.
Touch it again. I'll give you some of his power. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris's hand.
So Comic-Cons.
Yeah,
I meet a lot of great people, a lot of celebrities.
Oh,
I'm sure just getting asked to go to Comic-Con.
I mean, okay,
must be crazy.
So, being a guest at Comic-Con, I get flown all over the place. So I normally do 10, 15 Comic-Cons a year. I get flown everywhere. I'll only do a Comic-Con if they pay for my flight, hotel, table, and maybe some food or per diem. Or else I won't go because I got work to do. I got asses to beat at IWS. I got stuff
creative
to do.
control.
Yes, right. But in my travels, as soon as I started wrestling, I've met some really crazy people in the wrestling world. And the first one I met Hulk Hogan.
Whoa! He's name dropping. He just said Hulk Hogan.
So, when I was a guest at the show in Montreal, this was the first one. I said, listen, they wanted me to do a drawing of Chuck Norris or a poster, and I said, I'll draw Chuck Norris. Come on, Chuck Norris, missing in action. So he fought Bruce Lee. So anyway, I got to draw this thing, and I met Chuck Norris. And
you met because
this hand shook Chuck Norris's hand. That's why we kick so much ass.
Same hand that you shook Sexy Eddie.
Touch it again. I'll give you some of his power. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. I shook Chuck Norris's hand. And I said, listen, I will draw this poster. I'll draw this poster for free. But I want you to take me backstage to meet Hulk Hogan. Because he was there. So I got to go backstage and meet Hulk Hogan. First thing I realized.
Did you think that you were going to pull that off? Or
no, I said,
you know what? We can't do that.
I said, when you said it, I was going to say, go fuck yourself.
Was that like a high?
I played big man. But
what if they would have came like, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Animal, we can't do that for you?
No, they were like, yeah, hell yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah. So I got to go backstage, meet Hulk Hogan. First thing I noticed, I thought he was like 8 feet tall. He was only like 6'4", but then I heard like he had a bunch of surgeries. So he got, because when you see him next to Andre, he looks like 6'7", 6'8". But when I met him, he was only a little tall.
The older you get, operations.
So the operations,
I guess,
shrunk him. Yeah. So he's not as tall anymore.
That's what it was. The leg drop.
5 inches shorter.
That's a dangerous move.
Anyway, so then I shook Hulk Hogan's hand.
Wow.
And that was like what I would compare to like rock and roll sunshine. He had very big but soft, pillowy hands.
Yeah.
But like he was full of like the guy's like meeting the sun, like you're meeting sunshine. So then